listening right now. You're just there. Sorry, I was talking to people who come over my phone sometimes and talk to me when I haven't called anybody. Nobody's called me. And my iPhone is hooked up to my speakers in my house, and I'm like surfing the web looking for video to watch or another song to listen to or something. Before AT&T covertly screwed me out of unlimited just by upgrading my phone, and then in the small print, you don't have unlimited internet on your phone anymore. Anyways, point of the story is and they tell me that they're going to kill me in my own house. Yeah. Those people, they come in my house through my iPhone on my speakers and tell me that they're going to kill me, and I haven't called them or they haven't called me. So anyways, getting into the actual subject matter of why I started making this video, talking about this whole thing about Edward Snowden and Alex Jones telling everybody that the Saudi Arabians did 9/11. Seriously, even if it was 5 Saudi Arabian guys that could have somehow gotten control of those jets and somehow got them all the way to the World Trade Centers without without being shot down by all the hijacked. It was hijacked. They hijacked the jets, and it was they were running all kinds of false tests. Drills. They were running drills and had fake radar blips coming up on people's screens while they were trying to figure out where the actual jets were. Oh yeah, all that was going on, and. Even if they did, even if they suicide bombed them, which to be honest with you, it looks like they downed those jets, took CIA remote controlled jets, and flew those into the buildings because those radar blips disappeared. And this is so goddamn. I'm sorry, it's just so annoying. Because Alex Jones, what he'll do is he'll come through this video, and he'll cherry pick what he wants just to give himself enough credibility to keep selling you down the toilet. He'll take my research and my work, and he'll go and he'll use it as he wants to, just to build enough credibility into what he has to say to sell you completely down the toilet. With things like, Saudi Arabia really did 9/11, guys. Yeah. Oh, just so happens they're the most oil-rich nation on the earth. But hey, you know what? They're the ones that did it. It's just a coincidence that Alex Jones is pointing at the most oil-bearing nation on the face of the earth as having been the culprits of 9/11. While simultaneously, I got probably a large percentage of my information on 9/11 from him, either directly or indirectly. Things like, the BBC announced, in advance that the World Trade Center 7 was going to collapse. Or they said it has collapsed. And there it was right behind them. You can read the headline on the news article. It says, World Trade Center 7 has collapsed. Okay. Now, that's pretty powerful information, because 5 minutes before the building actually collapsed, the feed of the reporter who had the building burning behind her was cut off. It was almost like a mysterious thing, because it was static that came in and, oh, there she goes. Oh, we don't know what happened. Yeah, there she went. And so, it's not just the fact that we know 9/11 was an inside job. For God's sakes, look at all the memes out there. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. This is 14 years ago, and we're still talking about this. Because when I go to the airport and I want to get on a fucking airplane, I gotta go through this fucking naked body scanner, and then some fucking dumbass motherfucker who couldn't even get a job at McDonald's, now he's going to sit there. I'm going to get groped by some fucking, 275-pound gorilla, as soon as I walk through the fucking a naked body scanner, you know? And they don't even ask. I mean, anymore. This motherfucker, I went through the fucking naked body scanner just to avoid getting touched. And I swear to God, next time I'm going to fucking throw down with these motherfuckers and let them know something, you ain't touching my fucking ass, and I'm going to cause a fucking scene in that fucking son of a bitch. Because I'm pissed off, okay, that I go through the fucking naked body scanner, which unzips my DNA in an irreversible way and causes fucking cancer, so that you can see my fucking naked ass. And they can. They can see you fucking naked. Okay, that's why when I go through these motherfuckers, I take my fucking middle fingers and I fucking flip those motherfuckers off. So they can get a big fucking eyeful of that shit. Because, you know what? I go through the fucking machine and it's like this country hasn't been subordinated enough. You know, we got more people locked up than the whole fucking country of China has locked up by a huge fucking margin. And I see these stupid ass motherfuckers show up and they say, oh yeah, because in China, they just take them out and shoot them. Well, you know what the fucking happens as a result of all this enslavement? Do you know what the statistics are and how many people die every year? A lot more than fucking China. Oh yeah, it's a lot more than China kills. You know, I mean, I'll admit it's a little unprecedented that, you know, I be killed at this point, because of things that I've said. But as I said, I mean, they come over my speakers through my iPhone and issue me death threats in my house. The movie with Jeremy Renner, Kill the Messenger, I mean, that's about a guy who exposed, you know, the CIA drug trafficking. You know, what a fucking big surprise. I mean, they put people in cages like animals in the masses, you know. I mean, we've got so many people. I mean, we've got so many people locked up, period. You know, per capita really isn't even worth talking about. And, you know, David Knight really does a good job and continues to bring up the subject, and really just want to put heaps of praises on him. But he's one of these people that keeps saying, you know, per capita, which is misleading, because you shouldn't even be thinking about per capita. I mean, if you knew, I mean, we have more people, period. You know, that's what you need to be bringing up. We have more people, period, than any country in the world, okay? Way more people locked up than China. And they've got a hell of a lot more people than we do. So right there, you automatically should put it together in your mind. Yes, we have way more people per capita than any country in the world, by just a tremendously huge, unthinkable margin. And, anyways, so I think the main reason I wanted to make this video is about this whole thing with Saudi Arabia. I mean, holy God. You know, we did 9/11. You know, the Saudi Arabia. First of all, why would Saudi Arabia want to bomb their own investments? Saudi Arabia has so much investments in this country, they gave it a fucking name, and they call it a petrodollar. That's when Saudi Arabians make a hell of a lot of money off of their oil, and then they just come over here and buy up America. Those are called petrodollars. And there are so many of them, okay? I don't know if they just try to give it a sleek term like what they did with the Federal Reserve, you know, so that people will take it, you know? But it wouldn't surprise me. And, you know, just because the media says Edward Snowden is a good guy, you know, I'm not going to sit here, because every time I say anything about Edward Snowden, oh, you don't know the sacrifices he made. Oh, let me tell you about what a great guy Edward Snowden is. Oh, let me tell you about Edward Snowden and how he was propagated by the media, which is not a good institution, okay? First of all, the media is controlled by the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve isn't federal, doesn't reserve anything. Germany had to find that out the hard way. Okay, I know you heard that from Alex Jones. He got it from me. I'm just saying, you know, so I don't get discredited, you know, behind that, because people will come in here and, you know, try to lambaste me for repeating Alex Jones. And anyway, it doesn't matter. The point of the story is that that's what's going on. Okay. You know, what happens underneath this system, I mean, it seems a little complex. I can give you some basic understanding of what's going on. They set the interest rates. You always hear them say, oh, we're going to lower the interest rates. Oh, we're going to lower the interest rates. So what happens is interest rates need to be set at a certain percentage, a certain value, based on what banks need they need that much to make money. You know, I think you understand. I mean, I get into a lot of different stuff, but I mean, come on, you got to understand. I mean, there's just way a hell of a lot of stuff to think about, okay? And so basically they bail themselves out. They bail themselves out whenever these shortfalls occur based on what the interest rates have been set as. And that's gonna and the whole system is set up like that. That's the way the system is set up, because monopolists lobbied Congress and created fake panics and stuff till they got this quote unquote Federal Reserve. And when you hear somebody like Edward Snowden say that, Saudi Arabia wants to take over America, it's because they want Saudi Arabia's oil. It doesn't have anything to do with that being a legitimate threat.